a lot of risk associated with being a peace officer, especially now.
Just the vilification of the profession, trying to put all law enforcement into one bag.
The dynamics throughout our country are constantly changing, specifically here in California.
It isn't just the toughening political climate, divisive rhetoric, or new laws that make it more difficult for officers to safely protect and serve. The job itself has grown. Officers are now being forced to help address some of the most complex societal challenges: homelessness, addiction, mental health. But resource allocation has not kept pace with the mounting job requirements.
It's an incredibly difficult job. It was always a difficult job, and it was always a dangerous job. But now there are so many restrictions that are put on law enforcement officers.
In this day and age, in 2022, it's extremely difficult to be a peace officer.
One of the biggest challenges facing law enforcement right now is we went through a period of time where officers were not respected, and I think it dissuaded a lot of folks as they grew up and are starting to seek out a career. And it's a shame because those are the folks who we need to get involved, and we want to bring them back and let them see all the great things that we're doing.
In this climate, it isn't surprising that many agencies face significant staffing shortages. Recruiting and retaining the right people to serve is one of the biggest challenges facing the profession today.
I think right now the biggest challenge that we're seeing in law enforcement is recruitment and retention. It's something that we're not only just seeing in California, but it's nationwide.
It's one of the biggest challenges in 20 years. I've never, ever seen it this hard.
Our departments should have this many officers, and we're operating with this many, right? And it starts to become unsafe for our officers. It becomes unsafe for the citizens that we're serving too.
PORAC is working to turn the tide with transparency, accountability, and action, advocating for increased funding for law enforcement tools and recruitment, and for laws that make officers and communities safer.
And what we do is we advocate for laws that provide safety for them, provide safety for the community, but also just general good policy that we can utilize in the state of California.
And the fact that PORAC is involved in it on the local level, on the state level, and now even more on the national level, I've seen it change some people's minds.
Holding not only our legislators accountable, but also holding our own members accountable is incredibly important to each of us. We want to have a transparent and productive conversation with our communities. We want that.
Changing the conversation and the perception.
Last year at our PORAC conference, it was actually highly encouraged that a lot of us get involved with running for offices, school boards, city councils, board of supervisors, state assembly. It helps because, and I found this on a personal level as well with me being involved with this, is that the experience that we can take to whatever office we're in helps a lot.
I was recently elected to the Butte County Board of Supervisors with the help of PORAC. PORAC was instrumental in helping getting me elected because I want to fight for cops. And while I've been doing it at the state level, I want to do it at the local level in regards to the politics that are going through our community.
It's just so invaluable, and we literally couldn't do our jobs anymore without an organization like PORAC.